A lot of people don't know what DevOps means and why it's needed. And traditionally, when people hear DevOps, they think of web and don't really think of it as something that's needed for mobile. But as the mobile landscape has grown exponentially over the last 10 plus years, it's really the products and the offerings for DevOps have expanded and the need for it has expanded. So at the end of the day, it really allows you to really automate a lot of what you're doing. And especially if you have a large team of, I'm talking 10, 20 mobile developers plus, without a proper build system, it's going to be very hard to keep everything in line and know that something has been passed the right tests and relevant tests without having a DevOps team and or solution that's set up and in effect. At the end of the day, it's really needed as you scale and grow. To start, if it's just one developer doing the work, I see a lot of just single freelancers and indie developers that do use the DevOps tool just for the ease of use and the automation, but it's really something that you need as you scale and to be more secure. And then it's really about getting a lot of the other additional best practices in there, like device harm testing, enabling the automation of getting builds from manual QA, automating testing, whether it's end-to-end tests, unit tests, regression tests, etc. Then utilizing some of the additional items like crash reporting and analytics tools, phase rollouts with the app stores, and then looking into the analysis of each release, whether it's static, behavioral, dynamic analysis, and then reviewing just third-party vulnerabilities. This kind of dips into a mix of like DevOps and release management, but they kind of go hand in hand in making sure every build, every release is stable. You're not losing users and retention to a bad release, which is something that's always preventable. So if you can prevent a bad release, why wouldn't you implement the processes to do that instead of guessing by just deploying a new build to the App Store and not having a strategy behind it and just releasing to 100% of your users with the factor that it could affect, or there could be a crash in that build that could basically cripple the app for every single user, and you just don't know. But if you do have the right tools in place, you'll catch it before it even gets out of testing. Those are the main benefits and the main factors that are needed for an application of a couple thousand users that are active and using the product to millions and hundreds of millions. So that's really why we really push and we implement even the simplest DevOps practices for our internal kind of development as we're building a new product all the way through production. And then we gradually add more and more and more, depending on how much the application grows and what the requirements are of the product itself.